the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Ready up. 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's go, baby.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
15 line. 15 line. Stay back. Get ready.
On first and 10, Anderson. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, ready.
Let's get it.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Shoot.
Back to throw. Anderson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
On second down, it's Brooks, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw, steps away. Able to find Turner. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Let's go.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
General West. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Too easy, too easy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards and a first down. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Not today.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Come on, come on. Shoot.
Back to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Being chased down left. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Switch, switch, switch.
Get it.
On first down, Brooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Big rip. Big rip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Rock it. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete to Turner. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 logo. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Anderson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
53, Mike. Check back.
Anderson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get rid. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 40. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
94.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, going to be caught by Largent. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st down. It's Warner trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point forthcoming. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Anderson, flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to throw. Anderson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Largent. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Up to 5. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengals down by 5, just under 2 minutes to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 60-yard. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll run on 1st down. Brooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now it's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. So many practices that we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Anderson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Able to find his target here, Largent. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Get him!
Snap.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's gonna, that's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.